Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flix, where every night is Fright Night. Earlier this month, we lost the incredibly talented filmmaker Rob Reiner, a director whose career was defined by versatility and an extraordinary run of classics, from the razor-sharp satire of This Is Spinal Tap, to the heartfelt nostalgia of Stand By Me, the romantic charm of When Harry Met Sally, the timeless adventure of The Princess Bride, and the courtroom intensity of A Few Good Men. Reiner proved time and time again that he could master almost any genre. To honour Rob Reiner and his immersive contribution to cinema, I thought it was only fitting that my final review of 2025 would be a look back at his 1999 psychological horror classic, Misery, based on a novel by Stephen King. Misery remains one of the most iconic adaptations of King's work, one of Reiner's most memorable films, and a landmark moment for horror at the Academy Awards. Kathy Bates' unforgettable performance as Annie Wilkes made history, earning her the Oscar for Best Actress, the first time an actor won in a leading category for a horror film. I actually watched Misery for the first time earlier this year, back in March, but after hearing the news of Reiner's passing, I felt compelled to revisit it. Watching it again, it's even more powerful, a masterclass in tension, performance and restraint. This review is dedicated to Rob Reiner. Thank you for the films, Rob. You'll be deeply missed. Here are my thoughts on Misery.
Then let's get started.
At its core, Misery is a survival story that fully immerses you into the protagonist's nightmare. The film places you directly in Paul Sheldon's position, forcing you to experience his fear, vulnerability and uncertainty. For the moment Paul realises he isn't simply being cared for, but imprisoned, the tension never lets up. You're constantly asking yourself whether he's going to survive, and if he does, what will it cost him? James Caan is fantastic as Paul Sheldon. His performance is grounded, human and believable, making his physical suffering and psychological torment feel painfully real. Caan sells every moment of fear, desperation and quiet calculation as Paul tries to stay alive while outwitting his captor. And then there's Kathy Bates, who delivers one of the greatest performances in horror history. Annie Wilkes is terrifying not because she's loud or monstrous, but because she feels real. Bates perfectly balances warmth, unpredictability and pure menace, often shifting between those modes in a single scene. She dominates the film, and rightfully so. It's a performance that still hasn't lost its power decades later. The supporting cast is solid, particularly in grounding the story outside the farmhouse, but this is undeniably a two-hander. No one outshines Caan or Bates, and they don't need to. The film belongs to them. Visually, Misery is far more striking than it often gets credit for. Barry Sonnenfeld's cinematography is excellent, using framing and camera movements to emphasise Paul's confinement and Annie's control. The film constantly reminds you how trapped Paul is, often through subtle visual choices rather than overt horror imagery. The score plays a huge role in building the tension, adding to the film's oppressive atmosphere without overwhelming it. It quietly heightens your anxiety, making even calm moments feel uneasy. Combined with sharp, well-paced editing, the film keeps you completely locked in. There's never a dull moment, and the pacing ensures you're always hooked, always waiting for the next turn. Overall, Misery is a gripping, edge-of-your-seat experience that showcases Rob Reiner's precision as a director and the power of performance-driven horror. It proves that you don't need excessive gore or spectacle to be terrifying, just great filmmaking, strong characters and relentless tension. For me, Misery earns a rating of 8 out of 10 and a 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you all for watching today's video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Fright Night Flix and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Have you seen Misery? What did you think to it? Please let me know in the comments down below and make sure you check out all my past reviews on the channel, especially the lineup I just had all year in 2025. Anyway, join me next time for my Season 3 premiere when I cover From Dusk Till Dawn. Until then, keep the chills alive, stay spooky and have a happy new year.